So I'd like to introduce Maria Filosa.
Hi.
Welcome, Maria.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
All right, so this was a really, really nice recipe, strawberry banana smoothie, Maria's strawberry banana smoothie. I hope it didn't tamper with it too much, but we added a couple other ingredients, but delicious, refreshing, and I'll let you add it.
Yeah, Maria, maybe you can tell us why this was an important recipe that you wanted to share with other people today.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I am a head and neck cancer survivor. I'm almost 7 years post-treatment, and I know, something to celebrate. And it can be very difficult. Our side effects are many, and swallowing and speech can be high up there. So my particular recovery was in stages. So the recipes that we made here today are interesting because I would say for the first year, I would have puree soups and I would have smoothies. So that was the consistency I could handle. But then as years went by, I graduated to that delicious meatloaf and that type of consistency. So it's, my recovery is not everyone's recovery, but the importance of sitting outside the box with your food really helps. And just be creative and imaginative and experiment with different ingredients. So we'll do the smoothie. So this, I say, saved my life. I have lost so much weight, and by having smoothies, I was able to have lots of nutrition, lots of good nutrition, lots of calories, and it helped me to maintain my weight. So, and you can use any fruit. I start with strawberries, but you can use anything you like. Peaches, mangoes.
I would drop it all over the place, so
Oh,
the spoon might help.
Maria's been making smoothies
Yeah,
for a long
pro.
time. She's
I
got it.
still make them today. I find it's an excellent way for me. If I had to eat everything that I'm putting in here, it would take me a long time, and I'd probably be so bored before I finish.
It's a lot of work to have
It
to
is.
chew and swallow, this amount of fruit, a banana. So imagine trying to eat all of this food.
Absolutely.
So
Again, we're doing strawberry banana, but you can add mango, blueberry, you can add pineapples, peaches, whatever fruit you're interested in. I found in the beginning that bananas were very mild, so when I was having those issues with the soreness, it was very easy to handle. And I use milk. So then, when I had lost so much weight, I use whole milk. Now I use 1%. So you can adapt it. I'm just going to eyeball this. There is a recipe, but you can make it to whatever consistency you have to.
that's right.
We'll
Some
just put
people
all
like their
of it.
smoothies on the thicker side. You might need it to be a thinner consistency. So you can always blend and then adjust by adding some extra milk.
So this is the first little change up,
Yes,
because
I
I know
noticed
that's
that.
not yogurt.
So we want to add a protein source to our shake so that we're helping with that growth
Yeah.
and repair.
I typically will use yogurt, but I've used cottage cheese. It's a different consistency and sort of makes it a little bit more luxurious, like you're having cheesecake.
Yeah.
Actually,
Ooh.
in this case, it's strawberry banana cheesecake.
Strawberry banana cheesecake smoothie.
So you
Some
just
cottage
put
cheese.
whatever amount you want,
Getting some excellent protein and
Yes,
a lot of
calcium
protein.
here.
and we're using today skim milk powder in place of protein powder. I use protein powder at home. I use whey protein. It's dairy based, but any type of protein powder is fine. And then to get the extra protein that you also get from dairy, but just more.
Absolutely.
And then let's see. I'm looking at this.
Yeah, that's another one.
So typically I use cereal, a high fiber cereal, but we're using oat bran, which is another excellent choice. And I think you got the picture. You can use whatever ingredients you want. You have the food groups in mind. Just choose from each food group, and you've got the plan.
Absolutely.
Trying to get a lot of fiber too can be challenging. To have whole wheat breads or rice, brown rice. A lot of these foods are really difficult to swallow. So I find if you are, like Maria was saying, early in your recovery or even later in your recovery, relying on more of the smoothie, more of the blended and pureed consistencies, then you need to get some fiber in your diet. So a good way to do that is by adding some oat bran. You can add wheat bran as well. I find it doesn't, blend and break down as well. But with you could add flax seeds, you could add chia seeds to get that extra fiber. And the good thing with oat bran is you're getting some vitamin E as well, which is an antioxidant and reduces inflammation. And with your oat bran, you're also getting some protein in there. It's higher in protein than other types of fiber. So for each tablespoon, you're getting 2 or 3 grams of protein.
Okay. I did not know that. I've learned something today. Then I typically add a nut butter. I use peanut butter or almond butter. You can use sunflower seeds. So again, there's another food group, and you can just use what you enjoy.
So again, you're getting some protein from this. You're getting a healthy source of fat. And the nut butters are a great way to boost calories. But again, if you're having trouble chewing and swallowing, very, very sticky consistency. It's, very difficult. So I'll often suggest to cancer survivors, throw it into your smoothie. You're going to get the health benefits of having some nuts in your diet. And you're not going to experience that stickiness. What you'll see once it's blended, you're going to get the beautiful flavor, and it's just going to emulsify into all of the liquid.
And this is actually almond butter. I think I said peanut butter, but this is
almond,
almond butter, yeah. And then we have some honey, okay?
And it's optional.
Yeah.
I snuck the honey in there because make it a little sweet.
If you like things on the sweeter side, or if you're finding things are tasting bitter, or you're having an unpleasant taste, then adding some sweet options can help to balance that.
And you can also, if honey's not your thing, you can use some jam. There's some excellent jams on the market where the first ingredient is fruit. Very important.
Fruit first rather than sugar, absolutely.
And then other options, again, depending on whether you're trying to put on weight or maintain, you can add ice cream. I did that for the first soldier. It was fabulous.
That's right.
Fat was not an issue.
Yeah.
And
So
then
it depends on your needs, absolutely. You can always boost up the calories with any of these recipes, or go for the lighter version, make it with skim milk if you'd rather. But these are all wonderful, nutritious ingredients.
And then you just mix it up, which I'll do.
Try that one,
Okay. So this is something that you can bring with you. Put it in the thermos. You're having a busy day, you have appointments, and you're not sure how you're going to have a meal. And rather than the boost, I'm not a big fan of the boost. But this is just a great way you can bring it with you, and you have instant nutrition.
Thank you.
Thank you
is
so much,
amazing.
Maria, for sharing your recipes.